industry is a little out of touch right now. They don't quite get this beautiful energy that's going in the park.
Can you explain this agreement? This was by the owners of the park, or how did that work?
This is a private park. It's owned by Longfield Properties. And the agreement with the owners of the park is that they had to own this park, to build this park, because they own buildings around here. They had to keep the park open 24 hours a day. So we were very lucky and very smart to occupy this park, because we have the National Lawyers Guild behind us, and we have a lot of legal defense, and we actually have a right to be here. But what happened last night is that the owners wrote a letter about unsanitary conditions, which was obviously a ruse to get us out. It was a little bit too late for them, because we're here, and we could probably stay here for a really long time. We have people figuring out how to make it through the winter. We can figure out anything, because we are like networking our intelligence together to find solutions to all kinds of problems. That's what's happening now. We are now applying our intelligence to democracy and forward motion, rather than just trying to survive and be divided and conquered in a corporate society. That's what's happening now. This is the new way that we're going to use our human potential.
So there's no legal way to get you out of here. This didn't work.
That didn't work. No. But we have a right to be here, and you know there are a lot of cases that I think that there's going to be a lot of legal cases that are being fought about whether we can consider this to be a home or not. Because some people are living here. Many people. I've been here since the first day. Many people who are here have lost their homes. So this is their home now. And I don't know, there's a part of the Constitution that says you have a right to be somewhere, and people are here. So therefore, there are lawsuits that are going to come out of that. So we feel good right now, because we stood up to some pretty serious threats. There was obviously a lot of strategy on the part of the mayor and the real estate moguls and the bankers in the city. They got together, they powwowed, and they thought, we're going to frame this so that they look like dirty hippies who don't want to be clean. And we said, no, we are people who actually want to change the world. This is not small, this is very big. And that's why everybody came together to hold this park. That's what's going on right here. This is a historical moment.
You got a press scrum going there.
Excuse me, what's your name?
Noah Fischer. Noah Fischer.
In the future, at a different solution. Since it's in the park, keeping you guys here, are you willing to work with people over at Brooklyn?
We are willing to work, yes, absolutely. Our motivation for being here is to protest against economic injustice. We need to stay here and keep organizing and creating solidarity to make this movement strong. So we have no problem with collaborating with people who, do reasonable things. But any time that somebody creates a ruse to try to get us out of here and tries to shake our foundation, we say, of course not. We know why we're here. We're protesting. We're not asking permission to be here. On September 17th, when this started, we came here and we occupied this park. We are still occupying the park. So we can work with people, but our foundation is a foundation of protest against injustice. And people who work with us need to understand that. What happened? This is a showdown. Yeah, this is a showdown. They waged the campaign of deceit and fear, and we showed up, and they showed down. It looks a little bit like a Wizard of Oz moment right now, because we pulled back the curtain, and there was nothing there, right? So we don't know what happens when we go against the large corporate powers. We don't understand that because we haven't done it for a long time, for 30 or 40 years, right? We've never checked this power. This power's been building since Reagan, since before Reagan. And now we're checking this power. Maybe it's like the Wizard of Oz, right? But maybe, there's also, maybe it's violent. There's already been a lot of police violence and pepper spray and all kinds of thuggery from the police. So we don't know what's going to happen. Right now, it looks like a Wizard of Oz moment to me. Yeah, we feel good. And as long as we're peaceful, as long as we have peace in our hearts, and as long as we respect everybody who's here and everybody who's not here, everybody in the city, then I think we're going to be okay. Because this is about respect. That's what this movement's about. Respect for everybody. And as long as we stay on that, I think we can do anything. I think the worst threat to the movement is if we get violent or start infighting, anything like that. If we stay together and we keep peace and love in our hearts, we're going to be fine. It's strength, right? We're going to be stronger that way. So far, so good. This is a wonderful moment to share with everybody.
Noah, could you give your name again? Sorry.
Noah, my name is Noah Fischer. That's last name Fischer, F-I-S-C-H-E-R. I'm the coin guy. Have you seen the coin? That's me. The coin guy.
What guy is he? Coin guy. He wears a mask of a coin and does a go to Wall Street like this. Okay.
I'm one of the...
He's a coin guy.
I'm
Yeah.
on the outreach working
Summerofchange.net.
And
Okay.
I'm on the arts and culture.
He started doing this in June.
So he's the...
But you've also been on Wall Street.
And I've been on Wall Street all summer. I'm an artist, and I've been protesting against Wall Street since from the solstice, from the summer solstice on June 21st. Oh, they might be, but we have direct action. We have a direct action working group, and we're creating solidarity.
Bist du extra aus Deutschland gekommen?
We don't.
Ja, nein.
We don't think this fight's over.
Du?
Nee, ich lebe hier.
Okay. Ich lebe hier für noch 2 Monate, Ende des Jahres. Ende des Jahres geht's zurück. Ich arbeite für IPS in der Press Service.
Yeah, shaking in their pants, in their boots.
Talk a little bit about the support that you got from unions today and how that helped to keep the park. I mean, president of one of the city's biggest unions.
Weißt du, wie man seinen Namen schreibt?
Noah Fischer, glaube ich.
Talk a little bit about
The unions, we are,
S-H-E-R.
the union solidarity is very important for us. Because what we need to do at this point in this movement is reach across more and more lines. I think this was essentially started by a lot of young people, college-age people, who did the math, and they saw that their future was impossible, with the current system. So that's what youth do when they do the math. They say, it's in our best interest to revolt, and they did that. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, we need to cross lines, and we need to, and the unions have been in here in the movement for weeks now. I mean, I've seen union men and women for weeks now. But now I think they're really coming in, and they are a strength. They're kind of a muscle, because unions are become pre-organized, and we're marching together. And it's very, very heartening to know when you're in the square that you are surrounded by our union brothers and sisters. That's a strength, because I mean, this is about jobs. This is about Americans who need jobs, and unions are standing up for American jobs and workers' rights, and that's what this is all about. I mean, I think it's a big problem that jobs are being shipped off to China, a country that doesn't have workers' rights and human rights. So we're standing together with the unions. We need to continue crossing lines of class and race and education, because New York City has the wealth disparity of Honduras.
44 and 1.
Yeah. New York City, right? And all the wealth, we're standing in the middle of the wealthiest part of New York right now. East New York and the South Bronx is where all the foreclosures are. We need to empower everybody in the city to join us. There's a lot of fear because it's already a police state over there, right?
No, I have one last question for you.
All right, thank you. We'll see you. Thanks for starting off this press conference.
Well,
Love it. Love it.
What kind of artist are you? Because I'm a musician.
Oh yeah, I'm a sculptor and a performance artist, and there are many artists in this movement. This is a movement of all kinds of skills and interests, and I think very essentially of artists. It's kind of started by a bunch of artists, adbusters. Right. So we are forming. We think that this movement is a chance to revolutionize not just the system but the arts, because the arts is a pyramid scheme. The art world in New York and in music, in the recording industry, is all a pyramid scheme, right? It's the same as Wall Street. So we are forming guilds here, artistic guilds, to rethink what it means to be an artist in a society that is not top-down, but is horizontal. So we're going to change everything, and we're thinking about all kinds of things as artists. And you're welcome to join us.
Actually, I tried to get many musicians because I'm running a music online magazine called DooBeeDooBeeDoo.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I couldn't bring many of the musicians because they had their own reasons not to come. But I really appreciate what's happening, and because I'm from Iran, and I'm a music activist.
Where are you from?
Iran.
Oh yeah.
So I'm supporting kind of the green movement, which slowed down, which is still happening.
Yeah.
And I was looking, maybe there's some Iranians here to use this as a platform to, but I don't see.
This will empower Iran. I think Iran has a problem, has a difficult problem.
Yes.
Right? But I think this will spread around the whole globe, right? And so, do you live in New York?
Yes, I do.
Well, you can come here and join in with the other musicians and experiment. This is like a university of democracy here. This is a special space to learn and to offer something.
You know, I'm Iranian, but I was brought up in Europe and lived for a long time in Japan.
Okay.
So I come more from the socialist side of the world.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy that in a capitalist city like here, some people stand up. I don't care about any goals because it will happen if there's a goal, you know.
Marching, man. Let's go hard.
I'll march, man. I want to walk with you, brother. Okay. So
one last question for you. How do you feel right now, and why?
I feel really good. I feel this is, I have to say that the experience of this thing is that it's hard to take in what's happening because it's so big and it's so wonderful. I've been waiting for this my whole life, and so I feel good, and it's like this is what real human life is like. We work together. We don't just go in the little corrals that people set up for us. We work together and we create our own space.
And I'm happy no fight. You had no fight, it was peaceful.
It was peaceful. I feel.
My congratulations.
I feel really good. I feel deeply good, and it's going to take me a long time to understand, how good I feel.
Maybe the next Peace Nobel Prize to you. Thanks. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Your name is Noah Fischer?
Noah Fischer with a C.
Fischer with a